So today I'm going to be talking about my experience with DoorDash. How was it? Was it horrible? Was it great? Um, Yesterday I had my first experience door dashing, and I did it in the daytime and at night. So yeah. Um, yeah, let's just get straight into it. First, I'm going to talk about the experience signing up. It was pretty easy to sign up with DoorDash. You do need a background check though, but once that is cleared, it goes pretty fast. It took like 3 days, I think, for them to check for to make sure I was clear for the background check. Once that was done, they sent me my starter package, which is the DoorDash bag that you carry the food in. It's in my car right now because that's good to just keep in your car so you don't have to keep on. So I don't have that to show you, but I'm pretty sure you can just look at what a DoorDash bag looks like. And it comes with this paper to start, and it comes with a red card. A red card that you're going to take with you. Just keep it on you just in case, because either they paid ahead of time for their food, or you're going to use this once you get to the restaurant to pay. So yeah, signing up is super easy, and once you did that, like, it takes literally like 2 minutes. Make sure you connect your card, so when you do start dashing, that you it's linked to your bank account so you can get paid. So yeah, that part was really easy. I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually faster than I thought, because I tried to do Uber Eats. For some reason, they just never got back to me. And I also I tried to sign up for Postmates. Confusing process, didn't do it. DoorDash is the only one that has worked for me in signing up, just signing up, period. So thumbs up for that part. Yeah, so I took a few days to actually, even though I had signed up, I took a few days to actually start dashing, because I was just like, I'm nervous, and I was just being a punk. So yeah, but when I did start, it was a pretty easy experience. I'm like, I have done pizza delivery before for Marco's Pizza. I don't know if you might not know what that is if you're in a certain area that doesn't have Marco's. I don't know where everywhere has Marco's or not, but yeah, so I've done pizza delivery before, so I'm kind of acquainted with that whole experience. But the only thing though with DoorDash, the experience as far as in the app, when I started, when I got my first order, it was a little bit confusing, because it takes you straight to, you can connect it to Apple Maps, Google Maps, or Waze, whatever you have on your phone, and it just takes you straight to the what am I saying? It takes you straight to the GPS, and I was like, okay. I thought it was going to show you in the app, but it doesn't. So that is taking you straight to the restaurant. At first, I thought they were taking me, showing me the home address, but no, that's not the case. They're taking you to the restaurant. So as soon as you click, accept the order, it's going to take you straight to Google Maps, and then you'll just start on your way to the restaurant. And every time that you once you get to the restaurant, you slide and say, okay, you've made it, you go up to the restaurant and say, hey, I'm with DoorDash, blah blah blah. Sorry. That was bugging me. But say I'm with DoorDash, and then you're either gonna pay with a red card or blah blah blah, all that. So that process was easy. I was a little bit confused with, it just took me out of the app, and you have to go back to the app back and forth. So yeah, that was a little bit annoying. I wish it was in the app, that it just showed you the directions, but I mean, whatever, right? as long as I get there, that's all that matters. So in the night shift that I did, it was busier because yesterday was New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's for everybody if you're watching this, recently in the new year. So it was busy in my town, which is kind of rare because I don't live in the city. So usually it's not popping in my city. Well, in my town, whatever the freak you want to call it. It's usually not busy like that. So I was like, oh, let me just go out. It was like around 6 o'clock. Otherwise, if it was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I probably wouldn't have left my house because I'm a girl. That's scary. And once you get later in the night, I think you're going to see a different crowd. And I'm not trying to see that crowd. So I started at 6 and I ended at like around 9 or something. So yeah, if you're a lady out here, please be safe out here in these streets, because so I started at night and I had 2 shifts. I mean, not 2 shifts, but another order came up and I accepted it. The only thing with having 2 orders is a little bit confusing because it's like I accepted and then it was showing me the other person's order too. So it's like you have to do that, but you also have to decide who you're going to get their food, and if you're going to get the first person's food, take it to them, and then come back to the other restaurant and then take that to them, or you could pick up both food and just decide whichever you want. But here was the thing though, since the second ordered later, it was IHOP. I had to go to IHOP. And I went to IHOP and the food took a long time. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck I could see what he ordered, but I was like, dang, man, like they're taking a long time. And I still need to finish this other lady's order. And, it shows you when they, I keep getting notifications. Come on now. It shows you when they order. It shows the person, I'm saying, when you picked up their food, because you have to slide once you pick up their food. So I was like, girl, it's going to be like seeming like I'm trying to take her food or something. So the second order eventually came, and I went to the first lady first since she ordered first. I gave her food first. And she was kind of out of the way. Oh my gosh, like literally, she lived in the woods. She was like, yeah, I'm sorry, my parking lot, not her parking lot, my driveway is like a mile long. She was not lying. It was a mile long. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was in Get Out, because I'm like, this is a long driveway, man. I can turn around if I wanted to. I'm a little scared, but on the phone she seemed super sweet. And it's like a vibe type thing that you just know, like, I don't feel right about this. It's your instinct, when you don't feel right about something, or when you're like, okay, I think I'm good. And I felt like, okay, I felt fine about it once I talked to her on the phone. And I knew it was a lady too, so I was like, okay, that kind of put me a little bit at ease, but still keep your guard up. But that put me a little bit at ease. So I was like, I'm going to still go through with this. I'm not going to cancel this order. I already got her food and all that. So that one went cool. But as far as that, just make sure you just look at the distance though on the orders, because the second order, it did take longer because I guess he just ordered with DoorDash or whatever for the people to make it. But he was right around the corner, and the other lady was like 12 minutes away. So I could have just gave him his food first, because it would have took less time. But, I didn't know that. So now I know, and now I'm telling you, look at the distance at how far the people are, because depending on the distance, you can decide whether or not you want to just give the second person, even though they ordered second, just give them their food first because it'll take less time, or yeah, you decide. That's up to you. But yeah, just check that out. Make sure you look at the distance on both things when you're taking 2 orders. So, but that's if it's busy, you know. I don't know if it's going to be busy in your area or not. Another thing, don't chase the red zones. If you have the app, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but like there's a red zones that's like highlighted if there orders happening there. It'll say if it's busy, and sometimes it'll be like a bonus and all that jazz. So if you don't live in a what's the word, like in a city area where a bunch of restaurants and like you know what I'm trying to say, if you don't live in that type of area like I do, I live in a college town, but it's on break right now, so it's just not that much activity. So I would say don't chase the red zones. Don't go to anywhere if it's like 2 hours away, because the red zone is only for that moment, and it might not last once you get there. It might be no activity happening, no orders happening in that area by the time you get there. So just don't chase red zones. If it's the next city over and you're not that far away, I mean, it can't hurt. You can do that, but I wouldn't go anywhere like more than 2 hours away. I wouldn't go 2 hours, period. If it's an hour away and you're like in a not populated area, like not, yeah, I don't know how else to describe that. I'm sorry right now. Maybe I'll think of the better words and put it right here or something. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's my one tip. Don't chase the red zones, because that's just wasting gas and that's wear and tear on your car. So it's not worth it. It's really not to chase it, because you might just make like $5 in that area and then it'd be dead. So yeah, and you don't have to be at the hot spots. I was in my apartment and I just turned it on and was like, let's see, if I get anything, then I'm gonna go out. If I don't, I'm not going anywhere. And I did from my house. So yeah, you don't have to be at the hot spots all the time. If you're just in an area that's kind of close to the hot spots, you can get it. My last tip is just to be safe, especially us lady door dashers. Please be safe out here. I would not advise you to go out at like 11, 12, and at that time, graveyard shift, trying to do DoorDash. It's just not safe. You're not going to get the same crowd you would get at 6 p.m., at 5 o'clock. 5, 6, that's the time people are getting off work and they don't want to go and get food for themselves, so they'll order on DoorDash. You want that kind of crowd. You don't want munchies type crowd. Please be safe. Honestly, yeah, I legit pray every time. I was praying last night when I was going out at night, because that was my first time doing night. I mean, I did it with pizza delivery, but everyone knows where the heck I'm at. The restaurant can track me. But I literally called my roommate and I was like, hey, I'm sharing my location with you, because I'm going to be outdoor dashing, so I'm going to share my location with you. And I have multiple people sharing my location. I called my mom. I told her, hey, I'm outdoor dashing. So yeah. So just have people that know what you're doing and know kind of what area you're in. Just be safe. Even dudes, be safe. It's rather be safe than sorry. If something don't feel right, cancel the order. Don't do it. If you just don't feel right about it, don't do it. It's not worth it. These few couple bucks is not worth your life. It's not worth the stress. So don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. And yeah, just be safe out here. I wish all of you guys luck. I will be updating more, about if my feelings change about anything, if I have any, advice or tips or whatever. And if you have some advice or tips for me, please share it down below. I would love to connect with you guys. about this. You know, it's a cool side gig. It's not a full-time job. You know, it's not full-time, but it's a cool side gig, especially college students. I really encourage you to do it. Just go out and do it. So yeah, if you like this video, please like the video. If you like to see more from me, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.